I'm here with Team Maryhill. We got Stan, Mark, and Whitney Bodner. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
So, tell me a little bit about Maryhill and its story.
Oh, God, we've been at it forever, so it's a big, long story. You got time?
Yeah, I got plenty of time.
So it is. We started off, so we did, probably 50 years ago, about that. So we did. My wife and her family were originally doing it. So they were breeding Morgan horses and showing them. And then I moved to the farm in 1976, so I did. And Paulette and I got together and we got married, so we did. And we just kept building the farm, so we did. And getting rid of what we didn't like and keeping what we liked and kept breeding on. And most of the stock we show is youngsters that we've bred. So it is. And either other farms that we've taken over their breeding program, they may not have the Maryhill prefix, so they don't like the eponymous Leo was foaled at our farm. So it is. He's a product of what we encourage the people to breed and mares to buy. So we did. The Singate program is the same way. The Fox Hollow program is the same way. They were all customers that we nourished their breeding program.
What was your inspiration? A mentor, any mentors that you guys have had along the way?
Them?
Actually, I'm self-taught.
Okay.
I never worked for anybody, so I didn't. I'm self-taught, and I learned simply by watching other trainers do things. So I did, and then applied my own technique, the same theory, but my own technique to it, and it's worked for me. And the boys do the same thing. They may do some of the things that I do, but they may do it a different way, which is their technique, and it works for them.
That's awesome. So what do you guys think of joining up with your dad over the years and coming up in the ranks and becoming, a powerhouse in the Morgan breed? How does it feel to, have a family business that's been so successful?
It feels great. It's really something to be proud of. It just goes to show you that hard work pays off, and being smart, making good decisions. Like Dad said, breeding the good ones. We also breed the bad ones, so you got to know which ones to keep, which ones to get rid of. And a lot of times you have to part with the good ones. But it's been just a great ride. It's been to watch all the hard work that Mom and Dad did over the years, and then to be able to say that you've been a part of that is pretty cool. Very cool. You got anything?
Basically what he said.
So what fuels you? Why do you guys do this?
We're competitive. Very competitive. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, very competitive.
Yeah, we're very competitive. We're even competitive with each other. Yeah, but it strives us to be the best we can be. And hopefully, that's good enough. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Tell me a little bit about your farm, where you guys located, people at home.
Maryhill Farm is located in Marengo, Illinois, which is about 45 minutes northwest of Chicago. So it is. We're situated on 15 acres. It's a very small farm, but it's a very productive farm. We have 54 horses in stalls and probably about 20 outside. So we average about 70 horses year-round.
What types of disciplines do you work with primarily, and your expertise?
The boys do the in-hand. I don't do the in-hand. I like the harness and saddle work. So I like colts. I mostly do colts. That's what I feel I'm the best at bringing colts along.
So if anybody wanted to get a hold of you, maybe they're in the area or they want to send horses to you, or maybe want to gain more information about your farm or your breeding program, how would they do that?
You can either call us, look us up on the website, www.maryhillfarm.com, or Facebook. Most of our information is out via Facebook, and that's how we keep everything up to date.
What are some of the studs you have on the farm currently?
We stand SLB Da Vinci. We stand Mastriani, although he's a gelding now. He was world champion gelding at this horse show. He was four-time world champion stallion when we had him. We have Frozen Seaman on him. We have Singate Revelation. So we do. And the new one coming up is Leonardo's Cry, who is by Da Vinci.
Well, that's exciting. Well, thank you for talking to me today. I'm sure everybody at home really enjoyed it. Anything else you guys want to say?
Enjoy the show.
Yes, enjoy the
the
show.
show.
Good luck,
Good luck
to
to
everybody
everyone.
here.
Yeah, have a great time. It's a great horse show.
Well, you heard.
We just say, hi, Mom.
the Morgan Weanling Gala, showcasing the future of our Morgan breed. The only event in the nation focused on weanlings, their sires, and their breeders, with the largest single-class payout in the Morgan world. History has proven the Morgan Weanling Gala showcases not only the top weanlings, but also the show ring and breeding stars of the future. And now, you can join these great stallions as we look to the future. Be a part of the Morgan Weanling Gala.
Mathis Brothers has something for everyone, no matter where you're at in life. Whether you're moving to college, starting a family, or when you finally build that dream home, you'll find a complete range of price points and styles, and in every category. Many of our customers are second and third generation because the relationship we build with you and your family lasts a lifetime. The largest selection, the best value, from our family to yours, for over 50 years. Only at Mathis Brothers, guaranteed.
All right, we're here with Dallas Bolin of Sunchaser Morgans in Oregon. Thank you for speaking to us. Tell us a little bit about your barn.
Well, I'm fairly new at this professional business. I was an amateur rider for 20 plus years from the junior exhibitor days. Finally decided a couple years ago that it was time to go pro, so I'm a small barn because I work a full-time job in addition, so usually 2 to 4 horses in training at a time.
Tell us a little bit about how you got started with horses and how you finally progressed to owning your own barn.
Oh, well, I was that horse crazy 9-year-old girl. Mom, begged mom for years and years, please, mommy, let me have a horse. Started training with Nancy Item, and of course we had a horse within less than 6 months when I was 9. So did all that for tons of years, and then finally decided that I wanted to do my own thing. So started my own stable and had a few clients and built my own barn this year, so things are progressing.
And what kind of riding and driving do you do at your barn?
Well, of course we do a little bit of everything, but recently I focused more on the carriage driving. A lot of my customers are perhaps a little older in age, and they prefer sports that maybe don't involve falling off of a horse. So we do the arena carriage driving here at the Morgan shows, and then we go through the summer to combined driving events.
What horses do you have here in Oklahoma, and how have you been doing so far this week?
Well, I have Liz Goldman's Sutton Remembrance. We have come with that horse every year since he was a 4-year-old, and he's 8 this year. So far this year, we are just kind of middle of the pack in the carriage division. He's had some success in previous years, so we're hoping with the driven dressage this afternoon to have some good scores.
And what types of things do you work on with your riders and drivers to improve upon their skills?
Ooh, that's a good one. We do a lot of stretching the horse. With the carriage especially, a lot of calmness, and they have to be supple and relaxed, and sometimes for the Morgans that gets a little difficult, so we spend a lot of time bringing them up and letting them down and relaxing and then bringing them back up again.
And do you usually start a new client that comes to your barn, would you start them riding first or go directly to driving?
Whatever they want. I mean, I have a couple riding horses that are fairly mellow fellows, and then the driving, depending on who I have in and out of horses that I have that are drivable for first-timers. But a lot of them want to ride first. A lot of the customers locally where I'm at don't know about driving. We're in a very rural area, so most people come to start riding, and then the driving kind of progresses from there.
And what do you love so much about the Morgans and carriage driving in general?
Well, the Morgans, obviously the personality. If you don't want a horse that's in your business, I tell people then this is not the horse for you. So I like having horses that are beating the walls down when you get in the morning to go out and work. Carriage driving is kind of fun because, especially with the combined driving, you get out in the wild blue yonder and you can gallop across country, and you kind of get a little bit of the feeling of the wind in your hair and the wind in your face. So it's nice to get out of the confines of the arena and go do something outdoors.
And for those who don't know a lot about combined driving, can you tell us a little bit about what it entails?
Well, it's basically like the 3-day eventing they do in the Olympics for jumpers, but we do it with the carriages. So we start day 1 with dressage, and then day 2 is a marathon, usually about 8 to 10 kilometers, which in miles, 6 to 8 miles usually. Within that marathon, there are obstacles, they call them, where you are timed within the obstacle. So basically, it's on a penalty point system, just like eventing, where least amount of penalties wins over the weekend. And then day 3 is cones. So you have a 20-gate cones course with a maximum time allowed.
So Morgans do really well in different divisions in combined driving. Why do you think that is?
Well, basically, obviously, they have a lot of heart. They move really well, but they're quick. They get out there and they can dig in and they can get it done. So right now, one of the top drivers in the world, Susie Stafford, is driving a Morgan in the horse division. Obviously, they do well in pony because they're competing against a little bit smaller ponies. You get a Morgan that's in the upper 14 hands. They're a little bit bigger. But Susie's driving, I think, a 15-1 Morgan and competing against warm bloods. So the mare moves perfectly, and she gets out and she can we won't call it out race, but she's got the speed to win in the marathon too.
Well, thank you for speaking with us, and good luck the rest of the week.
Thank you.
We know Oklahoma's morning people. You take your breaking news before breakfast. You want your weather before your workout. And you try to beat Sky 5 out the door. Oklahoma's own Ariel and Abby, getting you informed so you can get on with your day. And nobody's more accurate than Brad's First Alert forecast. Join us tomorrow and see for yourself. Morning news for Oklahoma's morning people. KOCO 5 News in the morning.